The Cougs are coming off a big and exciting win from last night.
And WSU students are going nationwide for spring break. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello, I'm Morgan White.
And I'm Landon Ruiz.
The WSU fans packed Beasley Coliseum yesterday to cheer on their 19th ranked men's basketball team. The Cougs trailed USC the whole game, but in the last 2 minutes, a three-pointer from Isaiah Watts put WSU ahead, and to an exciting end of the game ended in a score of 75-72.
Today marks Teresa Gold's first day as the Pac-12 commissioner. In a press conference yesterday, Gold said that the most important part of her job right now is forging a future for Washington State, Oregon State, and their athletic programs.
There are more than 1,000 young people, men and women, who went to those two campuses with dreams of competing at the highest level, competing for national championships, and having a great student-athlete experience. And all I could think about was that they need a leader that is prepared to fight for them, a leader that's prepared to fight on their behalf. And I want to be that leader.
Gold says she is considering all options. She has a 2-year contract with the Pac-12, which is as long as the grace period that the NCAA has given the conference. ASWSU has approved the budget for the 2025 calendar year. Yesterday morning, the Budget Council presented the estimated funding to ASWSU senators. According to the Daily Evergreen, committees requested around $436,000, and the Budget Council approved a total of just over $377,000. According to the ASWSU Vice President Maccabee Warndorf, the funding still needs to be approved by the S&A committee before it can be confirmed for the 2025 year.
Washington State is getting ready for another round of budget cuts for the 2025 fiscal year, which was outlined by WSU Chief Financial Officer Leslie Brunelli during the Faculty Senate on Thursday. The budget cuts come as WSU continues to lose revenue due to decreased enrollment. The 20% pay increase WSU graduate students negotiated for also plays a role in the need for budget cuts. WSU has asked the state to pay $4.3 million of the $7.5 million needed to fund the raises. Brunelli told faculty senators that the administration has decided to end its policy of budget cuts across the board and will instead target specific departments. WSU is waiting on funding from the legislature to determine the amount of budget cuts necessary. Marty Dickinson has been unanimously reappointed to the Washington State Board of Regents by the State Senate last Friday. She has already served more than 5 years on the board. Dickinson is a WSU grad and Spokane native. Spokane Senator Andy Billing said in the meeting, "Our state is better because of her service."
May is only 2 months away, and with that comes the stress of getting jobs and internships. Madeline Mullins has the story on what WSU Center is helping students plan for post-graduation.
Graduation is quickly approaching, and some seniors are feeling the pressure.
I am definitely stressed.
The Academic Success and Career Center hopes to relieve some of that stress by helping seniors find jobs for after graduation.
We can help them with things like resume prep, mock interviews, helping them apply for a position or thinking about the job search process.
The Career Center also helps students meet face-to-face with employers.
We have a lot of employers that do next day interviews when they're coming to the Career Expo, and they're hiring students before they even leave the Pullman area, which is exciting.
For senior Emma Oboy, who is currently on the hunt for a job, her advisor recommended trying the Career Center.
I think I'm going to talk to her about my resume and just go through it and make sure everything looks good.
It is easy to make an appointment online for the Career Center, where you can meet with any of their 4 career coaches, and they can help you find a job for after you graduate and explore different career paths. Career Center Associate Director Amanda Morgan says it is never too early or too late to come visit the Career Center, and she offers one piece of advice to any panicking seniors.
Yeah, I would say any student who's panicked to just kind of relax. It will be okay. And come see us. Like, we are happy to work with you individually to help you figure out a plan that fits with you and your ultimate goals after graduation.
With Murrow News 8, I'm Madeline Mullins.
All Washington public universities will give students an extra month to decide if they want to enroll in the fall. This change is due to a result of the FAFSA reboot causing errors in the application process. The Department of Education has not processed any FAFSA information, resulting in a delay of aid for families and universities. Washington is currently the 41st ranked state for FAFSA completions.
The Kootenai County Public Attorney representing Brian Koberger, Ann Taylor, is getting paid $200 an hour, according to the Latah County released documents. A reporter requested a public records request on the total cost of Koberger's case. The Latah County Judge, John Judge, made a comment towards the request, saying that there is no knowledge towards the total cost with Koberger's defense.
The Texas Panhandle is currently experiencing one of the largest fires in the state's history, with over 1 million acres burned. The fire is currently only 15% contained, according to the Texas A&M Forest Service. At the moment, there are 2 people dead. Crews were grateful with the snow that hit the Panhandle yesterday, but with winds and warm weather coming this weekend, they expect conditions to become worse. A WSU club hosted a communal feed this morning.
And the weekend is jam-packed with community events. Stick around to find out more on Murrow News 8.
Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
The Native American Student Center hosted their first Friday feed today. The first Friday of the month, the center offers a meal for the community to share.
WSU is a really big campus, so First Friday feed was a way we could attract all students from the multicultural student services, and also to mainly directly our Native American students on campus. And the idea was that the first Friday of every month, their retention specialists would cook up food for the Native Center, and now this could be soups, it could be what we're making now, which is like teriyaki chicken and rice.
The Palouse will play host to a pair of beer festivals this Saturday, as Moscow will be throwing its first German Beer Fest theme. Starberfest is the pour company which will be showcasing many of its German beers, while One Soap Radio will be performing live music and also food from local vendors. The event will run from 1 to 5 p.m. on 6th Street in Moscow. It is open to all ages, but if you want to drink some beer, you must purchase a $25 wristband, which will give you 3 drink tickets. Any additional drink tickets will be $3. Tickets can be purchased at eventbrite.com.
Also this Saturday, Pullman will be hosting its 3rd annual Brewfest. The event starts at 2 p.m. at the Goodrich Center, and tickets will be $25. Once you're there, you'll get a taster glass and 5 drink tickets. There will be beer from Paradise Creek Brewing, Moscow Brewing Company, and Another Round Brewing Company, and wine from Mary Cellars. To purchase tickets, go to GladishCommunity.org.
The annual Cabin Fever Spin-In is back March 9th. The event, which focuses on knitting and crocheting, also has 18 vendors, a raffle, and a potluck, and welcoming communities members of the fiber people. The event will be from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Latah County Fairgrounds. The event is free to attend, but there is a suggested $2 donation.
The 70th annual Uniontown Sausage Feed fundraiser will be this Sunday from 10 to 5 p.m. This year's fundraiser will only be pickup, but the organizers say they expect to be inside the building for next year's event. Meals are $15 and include secret recipe sausage, mashed potatoes, and more. Tickets can be purchased on the drive-thru on Sunday or at uniontowncommunitybuilding.net.
Take a journey into the Jurassic. The WSU Society of Women Engineers recently announced their 15th annual Kids Science and Engineering Day themed journey to the Jurassic. The event will be on Saturday, March 30th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Sloan and Dana Hall. Tickets to the event cost $5 per child and can be found on the WSU Society of Women Engineers website.
Murrow College students are traveling state and countrywide for spring break.
We'll have more details for you after the break.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how the dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin? Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
Pullman High School just got a new grant. Our reporter Davis Rail has more.
Pullman High School, home of the Greyhounds, are soon to be introduced to an old classroom full of new opportunities.
Just last week, Pullman High School, pictured here behind me, received a $48,000 grant from the Office of the Superintendent. With this money, they hope to build new, innovative technologies at the school.
Samuel Anderson, the STEM and Project Lead the Way teacher at Pullman High School, applied for the grant early this year with the guidance of Jill Bickelhaupt.
We applied, we got the grant, we're like, oh, this is great, it's going to be great to expand our program, we're looking forward to this.
The nearly $50,000 grant provided by the iGrant system will be used to upgrade the school's 6-year-old computers, giving students access to new programs and areas of study.
So it's not just going to benefit my program. This is going to be about the longevity of the entire career and technical education department.
Davis Rail reporting for Murrow News 8.
For the second year, the Murrow College will dive headfirst into the workings of the MLB. 6 selected students from the Murrow College will gain access to MLB teams during practices and interviews for spring training in Arizona. One of the selected students, Brandon Willman, shares his thoughts on being selected and what he hopes to gain from this experience.
You know, I'm looking forward to being able to have access as a professional journalist in a setting still as a student. I really hope to cover stories about underrepresented people in MLB, whether it's equipment managers, people who clean the cleats, those people who are behind the scenes and really getting the job done on a daily basis. I'm really hoping that I can tell some of their stories on this trip.
The annual Murrow Backpack Journalism Trip, which went to Kenya in 2023, is going to Armenia this year. The trip provides 3 to 4 student journalists the chance to tell important stories from other countries. This year's participants are Maggie Tolson, Cole Quinn, Jasper Wilson, and Morgan White. The trip will be facilitated by Professor Allison Boggs. The team leaves for Armenia March 9th and returns March 15th.
With spring break coming up, we're expecting some warmer weather next week. Madeline, what's the weather looking like?
Lannon, I wish I had some good news to tell you, but unfortunately the cold weather is going to be sticking around at least till the end of next week. The sunshine this morning kind of tricked us, but that should be going away, and we're expecting some snow and some rain showers later this afternoon. So if you're planning on watching the baseball game, the home opener today, I'd recommend watching it from inside, maybe the bar, maybe your couch, but maybe not the stadium. Moving into tomorrow, we are expecting some more rain and snow. I think it's going to be like this for the rest of the week. I would say that I would go to Beasley and watch the basketball game. I would watch them play UCLA, because then you'll be inside, you'll be covered away from all this gross weather outside. Let's take a look at the state map. On the west side, there's a lot of rain happening in Seattle and in Olympia. Olympia actually has a flood warning. It's going to be in place till 4. And then the rest of the state is also seeing some of that same weather. Yakima and Tri-Cities is seeing the snow and the rain mix, as well as Spokane. And then here we are in Pullman, like I said, expecting the snow and the rain. And then for the 5-day forecast, like I said, more snow and rain. Wednesday, it will be snowing a little bit in the morning, but some sun will be peeking through, which is good. Perfect timing because we're all going to be going home for spring break, but hopefully you can enjoy just a little bit before we leave Pullman. And back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Madeline. Well, Coug fans were very Coug-spirited at last night's game.
And this sport is hosting tryouts right now. More after the break.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second. Do you know who I am? Julia. This is Jaina. Into the future. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those 2 girls. Oh, yeah? Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard
how loud that was.
I
How can
know,
you sleep
I
through
heard,
that?
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
Yes, we're standing here at Bailey Brayton Stadium.
Over University of Southern California, 75-72. Isaiah Watts and Andre Yakumovsky scored 18 points each, and Miles Rice scored 16 to help the team out. The Cougs trailed by 12 points late in the first half and did not take the lead until there was 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. Jalen Wells had 13 points in the game and scored 5 straight to put Wazoo on top for good and stretch the lead to 73-69. The Cougs won in front of the biggest crowd since 2012 with 8,288 people against USC.
Yeah, no, first of all, Jim, you mentioned like having those fans was incredible, and hats off to all the marketing people. Was it B. Zollinger getting it done? Whatever. Got the people out. I mean, our players have done a good job of putting a nice team together, and having that kind of crowd this type of year in February going into March probably pulled us through, to be honest.
Another headliner for yesterday's game was USC player DJ Rodman making his return to play in Pullman after being with the Cougs for 4 years. On his senior night last year, he promised the fan base he would return to play his grad year in Pullman. He went to USC shortly after. He received a not-so-warm welcome from the Pullman faithful. With 8 points throughout the game, fans responded to DJ with one more year chance as he shot free throws, and after the game, Rodman went to the visitor tunnel and gave a hand heart to the Cougar fans, which resulted in even more booing. He had responded to the continuing booing by holding up 4 fingers to imply that he gave the Cougars a faithful 4 years. Our reporter Sedona is at the baseball fields right now while the team gets ready for their home opener.
Yes, we're standing here at the Bailey Brayton Stadium where WSU baseball is going to have their home opener today against University of Rhode Island. If you're a student and you have a sports pass, your ticket's going to be free, and if you're not a student and you're looking for tickets, they're going to be around $11 per person. And the rest of the series will be played here tomorrow and Sunday on this same field. And the times are to be determined for those 2 games. And even though it's a little bit sunny out here today, it's pretty chilly with the wind, so I'd recommend bundling up with a jacket because it's definitely a game you're not going to want to miss. Back to you guys at the desk.
The women's basketball teams fall to number 18 after their game against Utah last night. The final score was 82-67. Bella Murkatate led the offense with 14 points with 3 rebounds, a block, and an assist. Kira Gardner scored a career high of 13 points and had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. The Cougs' next game is tomorrow in Colorado against the Buffaloes at 12. After a quick one-home game played for the tennis team, they are headed back out for another match. The team will have matches at Gonzaga and against Fresno State. The Cougs will play Gonzaga today at 3 p.m. and Fresno State tomorrow. These matches come after the Cougs' 6-1 win against Montana. After these matches, the Cougs will head to Southern California to play UCLA on March 8th and USC on March 9th. Washington State football season begins August 31st against Portland State. This will mark the first game of the Cougs' new schedule since the departure of the teams of the Pac-12. The Cougs will have 6 home games and a neutral game at Lumen Field for the Apple Cup, marking the first time in history the game will be played in September. The 5 away games lead to 12 games in the Cougs' overall season. WSU's cheer team deadline to try out is today. We sent out Sadie Risen to get more information.
The cheer team is considered a club and not a sport. Pretty weird, isn't it? From what students have told me, even though they might not agree that the cheer team here is considered a club, they do appreciate the benefits of anyone being able to try out and join. I got the chance to get a sneak peek of what goes on during open gym and a little inside scoop from cheer coach Emily Peterson on what she will be looking for with tryouts coming soon.
So we do a hybrid recruitment process. We do a video submission / recruitment portion. So if anybody attends our clinics, I can automatically pull them through to our final round tryout. And some advance straight to the finals based on what I see throughout the year. That can be based on game day presence, tumbling skills, stunting, great resumes with cheerleading around the country. Sometimes I find them on Instagram, which is a great resource, and sometimes they come in the building and they work with us and I get to meet them in person, which is awesome.
One of the many benefits of joining the cheer team is that their practice facility is right on campus.
I'm outside the physical education building where the cheer team hosts clinics, open gyms, and the final round of tryouts.
The biggest expectation is a really positive athlete, attitude, team player, and just a committed person. I'm very big on having the right athlete and then we can develop their skills later.
The final date for submitting a tryout video is March 1st. Coach Emily Peterson said if you would like to know more information about joining the cheer team, go visit the WSU Cheer Instagram page. I'm Sadie Risen, signing off.
A photo from last night's game is buzzing around social media.
After the break, we'll show you our favorite fan reactions.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
We've been talking about last night's game all day, but we have one last thing we want to show you before we head out. There were many crowd reactions, and these are some of our favorites.
As you can see, this is a funny photo of the Cougs winning after last night. The first guy that we can see, he's very excited. I think he was feeling how we were all feeling after last night. It was a tough game, but finally pulled through. Another reaction, you can see this kid is not too excited, and the guy next to him looks like he is almost too excited. And once again, another reaction of some friends having some fun. I think all those reactions are very much how we were feeling, especially being there. I mean, I know I was very excited about the win that we maybe weren't expecting. I mean, which was your guys' favorite reaction?
I loved the bored kid. I feel like that is just so funny because, I mean, go Cougs forever, but I've definitely been a bored kid at sporting events before, so I get what that kiddo was feeling.
Hopefully he wasn't too bored during the last 2 minutes though, because I feel like that was like the best part of the game. I know where I was watching, like we were all standing up and like it was very tense for a little bit. But yeah, it was great.
I can say that the first reaction was easily my favorite. I mean, I think that's how we were all feeling. I mean, you just look at his face, it says it all. Like, very exciting moment, and I mean, it's a good winning streak for the Cougs, so it's very exciting.
Thank you for tuning into Murrow News 8.
If you missed any of our previous shows, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Have a good night.